Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Global Freedom Conversations Live. And today, we're bringing you another topic. But before, happy and blessed Monday to everyone. And for those who are on Monday, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday. So let's find out what is our topic for today.
Our topic for today is Welcome to Global Freedom Conversation, episode 25 Identity Shift. From who I was to, Identity shift from who I was to who I'm becoming.
Yes. So that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hi, everyone. It's always joy to come your way. This is Rejoice once again, originally from Ghana, a global digital business owner and a mentor. I work as e commerce and stay tuned, and you will be blessed and glad you did.
Hello, my name is Ade Bukola, originally from Nigeria, now living in the UK. I am a trained nurse, now a civil servant and a business owner. Stay with us.
Thank you, Cisa de Bucola. So we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinars. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start your plan B or extra or build that extra side of income, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar, so you can register for either day or for both. The second link you get there is a link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay from last Thursdays before this tomorrow's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
So the panelists for last week were the host. We have Rebecca, who is buyer and a planner. Then we have Verica, project manager in Canada. We have Kwaran, former cashier at Walmart. And we also have Lutaline, registered nurse.
We also have Joseline, project manager, ABBA community connector, Hona, occupational therapist and teacher, and Diana, IT manager.
Thank you, Sister Joyce. Thank you, Sister Bucola. So, if you're catching the replay of last Thursday's live webinar, our replays has subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: that's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So now you know if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start building that plan B or making that extra side of income alongside your job. Here are 3 ways that you can do that. You can put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. All right, so let's find out what is our topic for today.
Our topic for today is identity shift from who I was to who I'm becoming.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode of the Global Freedom Conversations Live. So, we are here where we're women changing lives one story at a time. So today, we are talking about the identity shift. So growth doesn't start with changing what you do. It starts with changing how you see yourself. So many women feel stuck not because they lack ability, but because they are still making decisions from an old identity. So tonight we're talking about identity shift, how you can change that. So the quiet but powerful transition from who you were to who you are becoming. And for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
So at today's point, one, identity drives behavior more than motivation. Letting go of old labels is part of growth. Identity shift happens through action, not certainty. So those are our topics for today.
Yes. Thank you, Sis Rachel. So we're going to start with the first point. Identity drives behavior more than motivation. So, for years, I believed that motivation was the key to success, but I was wrong. In the film industry, I was surrounded by high performing teams driven by deadlines, pressures, and that adrenaline. But along the way, that motivation fades. And I learned that when it does, the only thing that keeps you going is who you believe you are. So when I began my digital business, I realized I couldn't build lasting change by relying on fleeting bursts of motivation. I had to rebuild my identity. So I stopped saying I'm trying to stay consistent and I started saying I'm becoming someone who shows up consistently. And that small shift changed everything: my habits, my mindset, and my results. So, according to some studies in behavioral psychology, show that people are far more likely to sustain new habits when they see those habits as part of who they are and not just something they are trying. So that's why identity is the real foundation of transformation. When your identity changes, your standards change. When your standards change, your actions follow. And when your actions align with who you're becoming, success no longer feels like a struggle. It feels natural. So in my business, I've seen this play out hundreds of times. Women who once said, I'm not tech savvy, now confidently run online systems. Caregivers who once said, I don't have time, now design their days with purpose. And professionals who once said, I can lead, now mentor others with strength and faith. So that's what identity based growth does. It redefines what's possible. So here is a message for you. Motivation says, I'll do it when I feel ready, but identity says, I do it because this is who I am becoming. And once you start making decisions from that place, discipline feels lighter, habits feels aligned, and success feels sustainable. And this business taught me that consistency isn't built by pushing harder. It's built by becoming the kind of person who follows through because it's simple who you are now. So when your identity expands, your results catch up. So that's the message for this point. So now let's move on to the second point.
The second point, letting go of old labels is part of growth. Many women carry labels that once fit, but it no longer fits anymore. Permission to outgrow old rules that once worked for us, that now is no longer fashionable because the world itself is revolving. What was working few years back in this contemporary time, it might not work anymore. Permission to evolve beyond expectations placed on you by family, society, or even by yourself. Permission to redefine success on your own terms, not by borrowed standard or by any regular rules. Who you were help you to survive. It taught you resilience, patience, and endurance. But who you want to become is designed for more survival. It means to expand your ability, your vision, and your influence. Growth is not a betrayal of your past. It is a gratitude expressed through transformation. And expectation begins the moment you give yourself permission to become more than you are right now, and more than you were in the past.
Thank you, Cesar.
Growth,
Oh,
okay,
sorry. No, no, go ahead.
sorry. So there is a research from Stanford University that highlights that personal growth accelerates when individual adopts a growth identity that believe that they are capable of changes at any stage in life. Who you were is very, very important, but who you want to become is more important. Over to you, Miss Sandy.
Thank you, Cesar Bucola. Okay, so Cesar Bucola just talk about, letting go of all labels is part of growth. So, uh, letting go of those beliefs that we put ourselves, that we can do this, we're not meant for this, when we remove those, then we can start seeing growth, because then we can start growing and learning and being able to do the things. So now we're going to move to point number 3.
Thank you, my business partners. So our point 3 says identity shift happens through action, not certainty. Here's an important truth. You don't become someone new after everything feels clear. Like me, rejoice. In fact, one of the best thing that happened to me is this very online digital business. Not that I knew, about online digital business before, but stepping into this very online digital business has really taught me so much that if I were to still be um in my former job, I wouldn't know all these things. I wouldn't, if I have not made my mind to shift, to know that there is more. What is it? What was it? How can I? I would never know all about this very wealth. I thought I was only coming to make money, but it was a whole lot of transformation. And I can say today that the version of me that started this very business some few months ago is not the version I used to be anymore. Neuroscience research shows that identity is reinforced through repeated action, even when small. When I came into this very business, I know nothing about ChatGPT. I know nothing about Canva, nothing, zero. Even all, I used to be the very shy type, but I realized that there was more of me than just staying in the box. Starting this very business didn't mean that I had all the answers figured out. No. Every small step I take every day just pushes me forward towards the person I am becoming. Coming into this very business, I have read a, even the book Magic taught me so much. So identity shift happens through action. What if I, even though I knew that I was created for more, how do I get that very more? Knowledge is power. If you don't have the knowledge, even the Bible said, the lack of knowledge, my people perish. There are most of us out there who really wanted more. You know that you've been created for more, but how do you fulfill that more? How do you see that very more? You have to take action. Some people, You have friends that are pulling you that, oh, this very business is not for you. Yet you are thinking of how to get rich. You cannot get rich. You are not what you do. You are what you become. You are what you become. And so coming into this very business, I have to work hard on my mindset, knowing very well that I can never be rich with that same poverty mentality. I have to get rid of that very old label that wealth is just for some few people. No, wealth is for me as well. So I know that today, stepping into this very business, online digital business, I know that I am rich. Wealth is mine. I am empowered to get wealth. If you don't know this, you will just stay in your 9 to 5 grind forever. Even though you know that there is more, you can't really go forward. There was a version of me that worked hard, stayed faithful, and yet boxed in, doing the right thing, but knowing deep inside that there was more impact, more freedom, more alignment between faith, family, and finances. That inner version wasn't just a confusion, it was an invitation to more what I was created to be. When I step into this very online digital business space, it wasn't because everything felt okay. That is why I step into it. No, stepping into it and taking action every day, even being on this very online Facebook with my business partners right now was a process. It was just a process for me. But every small step I take towards my goal just changes me inside and out. And I know that I am becoming the version I am created to be. Every post, every everything that I share, you know, um, growth is a process. Growth is a process. You don't stay action. How do I even say? You take action. You can sit down and see result. No, you have to keep moving. You have to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, and you will know who you are meant to be. You can't stay and then, discovering yourself is built. You have to build who you are becoming. If it has to be repetition. Growth usually comes through repetition. You have to repeat yourself, get rid of all those old mindset that do not make you good, and then embrace the new one that embrace your purpose, and then you will be who you are becoming. Thank you.
Thank you, Sis Rejoice. So yeah, Sis Rejoice talk about identity shift happens through action and no certainty. So yeah, so you have to start taking action on becoming the person that you want. It's not gonna happen overnight. So it's like, as is Rejoice was saying, it's a matter of showing up every day, and eventually you build identity that identity of who you want to become. So it's repetition, and taking action on um becoming and acting like the person you want to become. So for we have arrived to the end of this point of this topic, and now let's find out what is our key takeaway for this topic.
Our key takeaway for this topic is, as you move through this season, ask yourself, am I making choices based on who I was or who I am? So it's up to you who you want to become. For me, who I want to become is a more independent individual, and I want to become more financially uh, stable, and I want more time for myself and for my family. I don't want to overwork myself as I used to be before. So that is one of the reason why I make a decision to start an online business, so I can become who I really want. And now that really makes me to go into a different direction from being fearful of uncertainty and facing the future, that I have to learn, and by learning I can fail, and failure doesn't mean failure. Failure means you have to correct your mistake. You have to learn more. You have to reach out to people when you don't have answers. And these are the new way or new person I'm becoming. You don't need to erase your past. I didn't erase my past. I'm still working my regular job. I'm not a civil servant. I still work 3 days in a week. So I have a substance, I have that aside. But that doesn't stop me and pin me down to who I'm becoming. Then that is when I start this online business to supplement and to achieve who I want to become. You don't just have to live there anymore. So the point is that you don't need to erase your past. You don't just need to stay in one place, in one doing one thing all over and over again, and you expect a change to come. It doesn't work like that. You have to make a decision. You have to face the uncertainty, and you have to face your fear. Our business is more secured in a way that it, it work for many people. We are still growing. We are a very big community of business entrepreneurs helping each other. So that's because we have each other back, we succeed and we are excelling. Comment below if this resonates to you, or you can message any one of us through the message, or you can do a private message to any one of us for further discussion or your comment. Thank you. Over to you, Miss Sandy.
Thank you, Cisa de Bucola. And yeah, we do have a comment here from Sampil Kadiatu Cilia. So he said, hey, everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for your comment. And we also have a like emoji from Elvira Fernandez Villahuere. So thank you so much for the like emoji and for watching the live with us today. Okay, so now let's find out what is our topic for next Monday.
Our topic for next Monday is progress over perfection, starting before you feel ready.
Yeah, so that's our topic for next Monday. So we'll talk about why waiting for perfection keeps so many people stuck and how momentum is built through imperfect action. So that's our topic for next Monday. So we have arrived to the end of our life. So we hope so that you learned something today on how to shift that identity, into who you want to become. So we gave some tips here that you can apply, and then you can start working on your new identity shift for 2026. Um, so saying that, if you like what we shared today, or if you have any other tips, just put it in the comments and let us know. We'll be happy to read your comments. And if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, so you can start your online business and start earning online, so creating that plan B or that extra side of income and build it alongside your job. Here are 3 ways that you can learn more about it. So you can either put in the comments more info, or send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our live webinars, which we happen to have every Tuesdays and Thursdays in North America, and Fridays and Wednesdays in UK. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain 2 links. So the first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have 2 buttons. So in there, you can register for either day or for both. And the second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to our live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group, where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on our free webinar? On our free webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursdays before tomorrow's coming live webinar, all you have to do is just register into our websites, or you can send us a message or pour in the comments more info, and then we'll send you that invitation to watch the replay before tomorrow's live webinar. So saying that, we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for all the viewers who watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. So thank you again, and until the next episode of the Global Freedom Conversations Live. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.